Hi guys and welcome. So it is a hot day here in Chicagoland. Today is Sunday, July 6th. I hope you had a safe 4th of July if you're in the United States and celebrate that. So I'm going to show you a card using the cheers and sips. Now the examples I've done, we focused on the stamps and the dies, and I'll show that to you in a second. After we do this example. So now this is one of the few suites I bought. It was part of the June. You bought a suite, you got another suite for half price. So I got the full suite. I know you could really get parts of it, components of it if you wanted to, but I did the whole suite because bigger bang for your buck. So not only did I get the Cheers and Sips bundle, which is the 20 stamps and the 15 dies, but I got the embossing folders, I got the ribbon, I got the holographic embellishments, and I also got the DSP. All right, so on this card, I'm going to focus on the DSP and the embossing folders. All right, so let's go ahead. Part of that, and I printed off, well, I thought I printed off. It might still be coming out of the printer, I don't know. But this is one of the DSP pieces that's in there. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm trying to figure out what I want to use with this, because I think lemon lime twist is pretty close. I think Granny Apple Green is pretty close. I know that Blackberry Bliss is perfect. So I'm going to do the DSP part first, and then we'll figure out this part. So I have a base card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to take this piece, and I'm going to cut this down to 5.5 by 4. So I want it to go up and down. So I want this to be 4 1/4. On this side, and I'll do 5.5. So this is the same as a full card front. Let me show you that in a second when I get done cutting this. You see, this covers up the whole card front. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to line those two edges up in there. When I do a diagonal cut, I always start in the middle. I don't like starting at a corner because you can crinkle the edge or crumple the edge. All right, then I'm also going to, all right, time to decide. I think I'll go with the Granny Apple Green. So I'm also going to cut these at 5.5 by 4 1/4. Now this, since there's no pattern, it doesn't matter how I do it. So I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to go here, 4 1/4 by 5.5. Ooh, I might have twinged my back earlier in the week, and I've dealt with it for work. Now that I'm standing up more at home, it's kind of showing up a little bit more. So let's go ahead and cut these into, now like I said, these don't have a pattern, so it doesn't really matter when you're cutting that pattern. If the second side or one of the sides is directional, it's a little bit of a bigger deal. All right, so let's go ahead. There's my full piece. Let's put these off to the side. Okay, so what we're going to do here, sorry, that was loud. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to flip this way. We're going to flip this. Oh, did I do it wrong? supposed to do 2 pieces? No, there it is. Duh. All right. Yeah. Put up with me, guys. Just deal with me. All right. So then we're going to do this like that. So let me go ahead and put some tape down. And I'm also going to, since I know I'm going to be covering up this little bit here, I'm going to run my tape right to that corner because I want that corner to stick down. Same here. I want that corner to stick down. And you know me, I always use my trimmer to line things up. So let's go ahead. Get that. Oh, I didn't get that right in the corner. All right, let me try to do this and then, yeah, take it off at an angle. I'm going to go upside down. That's easier for me. That way it's closer to me. Oops, sorry, let me get this up here so you can see. This is easier for me. All right, that was better. Still have a little bit of a line there, but this is going to cover that up. So let's go ahead and get the tape down on this. All right, let's get that back in the corner. Make sure it's opening the right way, and it is. And there we have that corner. I am going to have to take my little alcohol wipes and get all of that glue off, or tape off. So there's that. Now for the inside piece, I'm going to decide which way I want this because I'm going to mimic this on the inside. So I want to go like this because I want to figure out how I want my folders to go. Where did I put those? Here they are. So these are the embossing folders, right? So I think what I'm going to go ahead and let me put these together first. Let me just kind of tack it just a little bit. Didn't work great, did it? All right, so let's go ahead. See, the inside works easier too because you have that edge automatically that you can use. All right, so then we have it tacked together just a little bit. Make sure. There. All right, so that looks good. All right, so I want to do these flowers, I think, across the top. And I'm going to do these like that. So now I'm not going to run them through at the same time because I don't want to leave that big edge there. But let's go ahead and I'm going to bring out, even though this is meant for the mini, I'm going to use my big Stampin' Cut emboss machine. So I'm going to put all that over there. This might be fun with my back. Oh, all right. Now these are regular folders. So if we look at our platform 1, it's going to tell us that we're using 1, we're taking away 2, we're using 2 of the 3s. So we're taking away number 2. All right, so let's go. Here's this. We're going to run it through. I want that flower to kind of be like that. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Make sure you put your hinge through first. I want to get all the way down on that fold. gonna have to, no, I don't want to do it like that. All right, you know what, I'm just gonna have a little bit of a blank, a little bit right down there. I'm okay with that. So let's go ahead, put this in. Ooh, my camera's really moving. I'm wondering if I took the autofocus off. I've been playing with my phone a lot this weekend, so I might have messed up one of the settings. All right, so there's that. And now I'm going to take the other one. They're laid down somewhere. Did I set the machine on top of it? Okay, right there. And this one, I'm going to go, see how it kind of falls away? So I think I want to go like that because I want that little bit of falling away near the bottom. And yes, you might have a little bit of a, oops, I did it the wrong way. You might have a little bit of a edge there because we're running a folder through, but it's not going to be that big of a deal that it's going to like ruin the presentation. So there's my inside piece. All right, let's see. I think that's it for this. Let me take this over here. Go ahead, put that on the inside. I think I'm going to use the Tombow on this. And see, these corners are a little bit beyond because you're going to be stretching out that paper. When it runs through the machine like that, you do tend to kind of stretch. You're breaking down fibers and your paper can stretch just a little bit. So either that happened or I cut it badly. We'll see. So this is just the green glue in a precision tip bottle. Let's go ahead, put this in. Making sure it's best to do it like that so you know you don't have that bump. And we'll just snip off. These aren't my paper snips. These are my sticky snips, but we'll go ahead and take care of that. And we'll get that little bit off there. All right. So there's the card so far. Let's go ahead and take this and let's grab, I don't know if I really want to do, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Let me grab a piece of white from over here. I'm going to do this very simply. There's the cup. Can die cut it out, but for me, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in my garbage. I'm just going to go ahead and fussy cut it. Oh, you know what? I should have cut one of the cups from the DSP. All right, that's all right. We already have the DSP showing there, so it's all good. All right, so there's that. Do I want to color it in? I'm going to pop it up right there. let's color it really quick. Let me just grab my light lemon lolly. We'll just make it look like it's lemonade. So let me run a straight line across. Straight line across. Now this is a blend, so those lines will blend into one another. You almost see that cardstock through there. See that? All right, we're gonna let it dry. I think I'll get my lemon lolly stamp pad. Make sure. Put a little ice cube in there so you really don't see it. Grab my Stella. Ooh, I must have squeezed it when I put it in the lid. That a lot came out. That usually doesn't happen. So, ooh, that was a lot. So now it's going to take a sec for it to dry. Why is that not? Yeah, I must have done something to my focus because that definitely is off. Because now I feel like I need to stamp over it in black. I think I'll stamp off once. Now let me just go over there. That looks just a little bit better. All right, so I think I'm going to put that right there. I don't think I want to put, it would be cute to put the umbrella, but I don't know if I have an umbrella left. I don't. All right, so guess what? I'm going to bring this just over here on this edge. I'm going to put cheers right beside it. Put up here, I'll put the cheers down here. Let's see about placement. Pop that up. Yes, I still haven't put my packing tape on there because I'm out of packing tape. I have to go get some. Oops. All right. Put some of this over here. And those dots, did I put them back up? Must have. Grab out. These. All right. So there you are. There's our card using the accessories in that suite, using the DSP, using the embellishments, and using those embossing folders. All right, let me go ahead and show you the other cards I made. So this one, I did my 4 square method, but instead of stamping first, I blended the colors first. So I used lemon lime twist, oops, sorry. So lemon lime twist, timid tiger, flirty flamingo, and daffodil delight. So I went ahead and stamped all, blended all that, and then I stamped placement after that. So here is the card from that. Again, use those holographic resin dots. Put the Wink of Stella after using that texturing die on the cup. And then for my last one, I did a gatefold. Oh, I was going to put, imagine that there was something inside there. I was going to put another thing in there, but went ahead. These were actually a 5 1/4 by 4 piece that I did down the middle, then cut in half, so I could have it on each side of that. Did, oh, those dots. Those dots are timid tiger. They almost look gray. And then just added a few of the die cuts on there. Went around the edge of this with my blend. All right, so there you are, guys. There's your examples using the Tears and Sips bundle, or as I ordered it, the celebratory Sips suite. Have a great day. Give me a thumbs up. Share on your social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends about my channel so they can subscribe. Most of all, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.